with that down, let's move on to this, shall we? You know, one of the films I'm really looking forward to this year is the live action adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon. I was always interested in it, but man, when those first trailers played, particularly the most recent one, I just felt my heart soaring. Like my heart smiled. I just felt giddy. I captured the magic of it. I can't wait to watch this thing. Might be great, might be terrible, who knows, but I'm really, really excited to see it. And, you know, the only unfortunate thing is we had to wait till June. But wait, no, we don't, because they just announced that How to Train Your Dragon is going to have its world premiere, as many films would do, at CinemaCon in Las Vegas, where I am right now, in the building that I'm in right now. I'm in Caesar's Palace. They will be showing a full screening of How to Train Your Dragon here on, I believe it's going to be April 2nd. So CinemaCon starts on the last day of March and then goes through to, I believe, April 3rd. So on April 2nd, the second last day of CinemaCon, they're going to be showing us How to Train Your Dragon. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety, who wrote the following. They said this: How to Train Your Dragon will screen for audiences for the first time at CinemaCon, the annual convention for movie theater owners. The world premiere will take place on April 2nd at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, more than 2 months ahead of the film's theatrical release on June 13th. Unveiling How to Train Your Dragon in this capacity signals Universal's confidence in the movie's commercial prospects. And I got to tell you, look, you guys know, I've talked about this a lot. I go to CinemaCon every year. It's my favorite event every year to go to. A few years ago, it actually surpassed Comic-Con for me. Like I prefer, if I can only choose one in a year to either go to Comic-Con or CinemaCon, I'm going to CinemaCon 10 times out of 10. And I still suspect that Disney will be showing us Thunderbolts. I still suspect that Warner Brothers will be showing us Superman. I don't know that for a fact. But every year we get 2, 3, sometimes 4, sometimes more screenings, full screenings. And it's just nice to note that the first one that's been officially confirmed is How You Train Your Dragon. Look, I understand there are still some people out there that are apprehensive about this live action remake. Hell, there's people who are apprehensive about remakes at all, like just remakes in general. And I get that. But I don't know. There's just something about the trailers where they seem to absolutely capture the spirit of this thing. And I don't know if it's going to be good, but I am predicting it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And who knows? There's been, like Ray, you've gone to movies with me that I thought were going to be awesome and then walked out going, what the hell? Craven. I thought Craven was going to be good. Right. It betrayed me. Ricky Tikki Tacky betrayed me.
You know what the most exciting
here. I don't know.
You know what the most sorry, John. You know what the most exciting part for me is when we first walk into CinemaCon. I mean, last year, I'm gonna admit, it wasn't the best year at CinemaCon. I mean, we're coming off of the strike and stuff. Not all the studios were there. This is the first year that all the studios are gonna be there. So when we walk in,
it's been a while.
That main lobby,
every single studio will be there this year. Yeah. It's first time in a long time.
It's when we walk into that main lobby. My joy every time we go is looking at those statues in the front, because the year before they were all dressed up like Ninja Turtles. I think last year it was all Gladiator 2 themed.
Yeah, they had all the Caesar's Palace statues dressed up as gladiators.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
So this year, I have a feeling we're gonna walk into some How to Train Your Dragon looking statues, maybe even
or they make them Thunderbolts.
Or if they because they announced
could
the
be
premiere.
Thunderbolts, Red Guardian.
Yeah.
Now, was this an official announcement that they're gonna, or is it just a scoop?
No.
Okay.
Nope. It's officially been announced.
I figure we're gonna see some dragons. They're gonna have like a little How to Train Your Dragon party with dragon themed foods. It's gonna be great. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so packed. I hope you're right on the Superman thing, but I'd be more excited to see the Thunderbolts just because I just think Marvel is more likely to show Thunderbolts than Superman.
Well, Marvel has done full screenings before. Like they did full screenings for Shang-Chi. Now, sometimes what Marvel does is instead of showing a full screening, they'll show they surprised us with like the first 40 minutes of Doctor Strange 2.
That's what I think Superman will be. We'll get the first something.
Right. I think Warner Bros. Is good, but I want to kind of focus right now just on How to Train Your Dragon. Okay. I am very like, this was not, I got to admit, this was not one of the films that I thought was on my radar. This was not one of the films that I was guessing that they would show at CinemaCon this year, but it's great. And you know, Ray, you mentioned some of the after parties. One of the best things is the after parties. And I'm sure, you know, Universal is probably, I think you're right, going to have a dragon themed after party after their presentation. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
The one
I can't
thing,
wait.
because, you know, this really is for the industry. It's not like a Comic-Con thing.
No, it's not a fan event. It's an industry event. Yeah.
And because the distributors are there, and that's why it's there. The one thing I actually get a little jealous about you guys is that area where they do the food sampling. The distributor, like the food sampling, where you go in there and get all that free food.
Guys, it is Shangri-La.
Never. I felt like I wasted so much money in the past. We only discovered that place last year, I think.
Yeah, I have never gone in the 10, 11 years I've been coming to CinemaCon. I've never gone down to the floor.
Yeah.
Concessions. Sorry, I just saw something that's distracting me. So I went down to the concessions floor. I've never gone down there. So Ann comes up to me last year and goes, John, while you were doing one of your things, we went down. You got to come. And it's this giant floor where all these companies that provide concessions to the movie theaters are just giving out free. Guys, I'm not kidding. They were giving out free ice cream. Not only are they giving out free ice cream, the lady at the booth is like, hey, we got tons. Take as much as you want.
Yeah.
Do you have a freezer, a fridge in your room? And like all the soda and Slurpee machines.
M&Ms.
And like popcorns, M&Ms. What, you want some nerds? Here, take this crate of nerds. Like they're just like,
And John,
I felt like the fat kid in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm just like, give me more. It was so
John,
good.
was one of the cool parts is they had a whole row where, you know, like how sometimes theaters have video games and like those little crane games. Yeah, we could play all of them. The one where you cut the string, try to cut the string with the razor blade.
They had
or whatever.
all the games.
They have everything there. It's like,
I'm sorry, we're taking away time from How to Train Your Dragon, but all this to say is that I'm really excited about CinemaCon. We can't wait to do our coverage for you guys. And but one of the things, we're going to be able to give you a full report on How to Train Your Dragon because they're screening it there. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, NordVPN. All right, let's be real. There's nothing worse than wanting to stream your favorite show or watch a live game only to find out it's blocked in your country. But guess what? With NordVPN, that is never a problem. With just one click, you can switch your virtual location and access content from anywhere in the world. I have loved using NordVPN. Whether I'm traveling and using public Wi-Fi or just shopping online, NordVPN keeps my personal info safe and private. By switching my location, I can even save money on flights, hotels, and subscriptions. It's like a cheat code for getting the best deals. NordVPN is the fastest VPN in the world, so there's no buffering when I'm streaming. Plus, their threat protection feature blocks malware, trackers, and phishing attempts, keeping my devices safe 24/7. And with just one account, I can protect up to 10 devices, so my whole setup is covered. So to get the best discount on your NordVPN plan, head to nordvpn.com/John Campea, and our link will even give you 4 extra months for free on the 2-year plan. Plus, there's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Links in the description. Check it out now. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about them screening a couple of months early How to Train Your Dragon at CinemaCon? Do you agree with Variety that this is Universal basically showing a lot of confidence in the film? What other films do you think they may actually end up showing? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.